Hi, Women on Stage class. My proposed season is The Family You Choose, Women from Broken Families on Stage. It is comprised of A Man's World, Member of the Wedding, Roosters, and Ruined. The reason that I chose this season is because studies actually show that the rate of broken families is going down, and by broken I mean divorced families in America with the millennial generation. An interesting article by Fetzer says that we're kind of shifting our focus towards the family again in America. And if you'd like to see that article, it's in my works cited and Kim can share. While none of these plays exactly go through the hardships of divorce, they do all deal with breaking of a family or trying to create your own family. We start this season with A Man's World, where Frankie quite literally starts her own family, and it doesn't necessarily go very well. I'm going to read you a small excerpt of my trailer scene that is between Frankie and Kitty when Kitty asks where his father is. And Frankie says, "He went away a long time ago. You don't want him. Aren't I a good father? Don't I give you all you need? I love you as much as if I were your father and mother and sisters and brothers and uncles and aunts. You have to be all of those to me too, you know, because I haven't any. We must tell each other everything and keep close and think all of the time how we can make each other happy, mustn't we?" This kind of sequence or this small chunk of dialogue is really the thesis for the rest of the season. Our next show is Member of the Wedding, where, again, our leading lady named Frankie tries to create her own family by moving away from her current situation and trying to follow her brother and his new wife away from her southern home. Frankie's an interesting character who is described as a gangling girl of 12 with blonde hair cut like a boy. She is a dreamy, restless girl, and periods of energetic activity alternate with a rapt attention to her inward world of fantasy. She is thin and awkward and very aware of being too tall. I'm going to insert here a quick note. 3 of the 4 plays that I've chosen have roles for young actors, and I plan to employ local actors from the surrounding area to further connect with our audiences. The next show that we have on the docket is Sandra Scott's Roosters, which is about a family that is quite literally tearing apart at the seams. When the father returns from prison, he finds out that his son Hector hasn't been running the house exactly in the way that he would like to, and a literal and figurative cockfight emerges. What makes this play feminist that fits it into our season is the Sandra Scott's wonderful use of female characters. You have Angela, who is highly spiritual, and at the end of the play is quite literally uplifted by prayer. And then you have Chada, this like physical embodiment of Hard Knocks, who kind of challenges our audience to think about family in ways that we're pretty uncomfortable with. And then we're going to close out the season with Lynn Nottage's Ruined, which is set in the Democratic Republic of Congo and centralizes around a brothel, which in a way is a family that you choose. And while many of these girls haven't been put here because they choose to be there, Mama, who is kind of the driving force of this place, has elected to have these women in her home and does everything she can to ensure their safety, even though it isn't in a safe environment. So that's my time limit, and that's it. That is my season. I hope that you will consider these plays as a season that we could elect to do in a Midwest theater in an intimate space. Thank you so much. Happy finals week. Thanks for viewing my video. Kim, I hope you don't have any trouble playing it. Yay! Bye, Women on Stage class. Bye-bye.